Assalamualaikum and hello guys. Today is not about reels, but rather it is about packing your reels for postage purposes. We do get a lot of reels via postage, and frequently we see that the parcels are the reels in the parcel are not protected enough against damage. They are not packed properly. So it is a good topic that I think to discuss and also share the common mistakes that people do when packing their items for postage. Why is this important? It is because that if you don't pack your items properly and it gets damaged, if you have to make a claim for the insurance coverage that you have already opted for your parcel, they are going to look at the packing of the item, and then if you don't pack your item properly, you might get the claim rejected, or you might only get a partial value of your insured value for your parcel. And that's why this is important. I'm gonna talk about the 3 common mistakes that people do. That is external packing of the item, the internal packing of the item, and also the insured value of the parcel in total. Okay, I'm unboxing a reel today, and that's what I'm going to show and point out the mistakes. Let's take a look at the boxes. Okay, this is the box that I received today. There were 3 reels inside. Firstly, get rigid boxes. Yeah, so let's try and get rigid boxes. But I do understand readily available boxes are always like this. They are a bit flimsy, but it's the most convenient thing that you can get. But it's not really the problem. A lot of people make the mistake of not getting a box that is large enough for their reels. Not large enough for their reels, and also the padding material that you have to put in the parcel together to protect your reels. Okay, let's take a look at inside, and I'll point you the most common mistake that people do when packing their reels on the inside. Okay, it's not the newspapers. Crumpled newspapers are very good padding material. It's also the thing that I use all the time. But take a look at this. Yeah, people put a lot of protection at the top of their item, but rarely, don't mind the spools. The spools were properly packed. This is not a common mistake. Properly packed, I've already removed the packaging, but the most common mistake is that people don't pack their items from the bottom side of the parcel. See, it's only some bubble wrap and had a lot of crumpled newspapers up top to fill up the gap, but really you should be putting the crumpled newspapers down below first, and then only put your item, because your item needs to be protected from all sides. Yeah, from all sides. So if you are sending spinning reels, do detach the handle. We have a case where the handle wasn't detached from the spinning reel, and the parcel got crushed. And then when I received the reel, the handle is already bent beyond repair. So this is done up nicely. Very nicely done by the client who sent this. But let's take a look at this item. Why you need sufficient space? This is not sufficient space. You only have this much left, and that's not having the box padded from below. So that's why I say it's very important to get a large enough box to send your reel, and also having the reel padded properly. Yeah. Okay, these are some of the packaging materials I removed from the individual reels. As you can see, they are nice reels, but the thing is, there are multiple layers that I have to open, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's not about this. It's about when you send your item, you have to always remember that somebody on the receiving end is going to have to unpack it. On each layer, you already have multiple layers. On each layer, you wrap cellophane tape around it. The next layer, you multiple wrap cellophane tape around it. It's going to be very hard to unpack. Spend quite a lot of time just to get this unpacked properly. And when you use cellophane tape like that, what else are you going to think that people are going to use to unpack your reels? They are going to use knives and scissors, and also there's a good chance that these reels might get scratched. When on the other hand, you can have multiple layers like this. It's not a problem. What I would do is that on the end, I would always just use a masking tape like that. Things are not gonna go unraveling in the box. Once you have packed this, sometimes people say, oh, not enough cellophane tape, but really, once you have packed everything and then you place 2 or 3 tapes, and why I use masking tape is that it's because it's clearly visible where to open the parcel from and things like that. Okay, so this is gonna be very easy to unpack like that. A simple demo. Don't just depend on bubble wrap and not padding your items in the box properly. Okay, alright. The third point that I want to share is insuring your parcels. Okay, a lot of people now, they have gotten smart. A lot of clients have gotten the hang of it. They always insure their parcel, but as you can see, this parcel is only insured for 300 Sing dollars. The thing is, 300 Sing dollars is probably just the price of one spool that's in there. The items that's in here, I think it was worth at least 9,000 Malaysian ringgit. And if this is only insured for 1,000 Malaysian ringgit, 300 Sing dollars, it's about 1,100 Malaysian ringgit maybe. So would you have been happy if you lose this parcel during transit? You could only claim up to about 1,000 Malaysian ringgit as compared to at least 9,000 worth of items that's in here. So that's the big no-no. Never underinsure the value of your parcels. You have to remember that insured parcels, they do get special treatments from courier and postage companies because they don't want your parcel to go missing as well. That means they have to face up to the value of your reels. Okay, so those are my comments. I hope I've shared something for you guys, especially when packing your reels and sending them through postage. Point number 1 is about packing and padding of the items. Choose a box that's always large enough to protect your reels. I don't know why he didn't use the reel pouches. Reel pouches are really good, and you can avoid having to really wrap your items with a bubble wrap and things like that. Reel pouches are always good for postage purposes. Maybe he didn't have them, or he didn't want to include them. Secondly, make them easy, make them convenient for the receiving end to unpack it. Don't get too excited, sellotape here, sellotape there and there. Remember, these are items that you need to open. These are not mummies. These are not mummies. Somebody has to open them and make it easy for them. It's what I always practice as well. Thirdly, on the insured value, never under insure your items that you are sending, regardless be it reels, cars, motorbikes, parts. So let's always assume for the worst. Insure your items properly. Okay, that's all I have for today. No one really talks about it, but I think it's a good thing to bring up as sharing. Okay, see you some other time, and thanks for watching.